Hello and welcome back to Quantum Suicide. In the last episode, Shizuka and I decided to jump dimensions, and well, Shizuka decided to, I reluctantly had to follow, and it's ended up with a dimension that we don't have the death game. Our parents were alive in it. No one knows who we are though, because apparently we were never born. I believe we would just learned that our parents' names were Patrick and Deborah, so that can't be too bad, I guess. I honestly expect a bad end at some point, so I feel like this is going to close. This time is going to end soon. With that, I think we have to try and go for a third ending of some kind. Yeah, so I guess it's time to go then. Shizuka wants to disappear again, and I decided to investigate the lab in hopes of finding another pocket watch. I quickly located the box my parents kept their work in. Upon opening it, I found a note. I read it aloud, almost reverently. If you're reading this, we are traveling and don't know when we'll return. If you have a great need to travel using this pocket watch, you will find it somewhere in my favorite room in the ship. Sorry in advance for the riddles, but I need to make sure the watch doesn't fall into the wrong hands. How is this watch gonna be anything of danger to anyone else? Because you wake up, you feel nauseated, you practically die immediately, especially on this ship. Whoever wrote the note is not really bright. Okay, so it's our father. Wow, thanks Dad, that helps. I took a seat and tried to recall the conversation. I tried to recall all the conversations I'd ever had with my father about the Everett, and in particular, any regarding a favourite room. He had barely ever spoken of the Everett to my memory. Seems like I was out of luck. Shizuka suddenly charged into the lab.
It's time for dinner! We need to go to the Eco Lounge!
It's probably in here that we found it. She was right, it was just before 6 p.m. I packed the lunchbox. I packed the box away where I just found it, and we had both headed to the Eco Lounge. As the door slid open, we were suddenly hit by a wall of noise. Surprise!
Huh? What's all this?
That is a good question. Of course, Yushiki's trying to... I mean, well, I guess it would be Shizuka in this, usually, but cool.
I understand that being a newcomer can be a daunting prospect, so we decided to throw you a welcoming party to make you feel more at ease.
That sounds questionable. I couldn't believe my eyes. This was such a blissfully positive contrast to the dire situation I'd woken up in this morning. Tears formed at the corner of my eyes.
We're home!
That's cruel. She was right. She was neither right or wrong. I never found the pocket watch of my parents. We lived the rest of our long lives in this new world, free of the threats and challenges we had fought for so long. And you lived happily ever after. That's nice. As we as we expected it to end really quick. You know what? Actually, no. Hold on. Go back. Timeline. Because we can either try and go for here, or we could try and go for these endings. I'm assuming this means this is our death. Something here we're missing. Let's go dislodge the ship, why not? We'll skip through. Let's go with 8.
Thank you for your selection, and thank you for choosing Dye's Deletion Game as your preferred population restriction method.
Thank you.
Please exit the room and await this round's results.
Okay. Wait, hold on, let's check the timeline just to be sure. Oh, okay. Oh, well, spoiled myself on that one. Damn it. But, looks like we got this right. Anyway, I left the room and watched the doors one after the other. Everyone went to the room to shoot the missiles.
In an unexpected turn of events, it would appear that everyone has chosen to attack in the first 15 minutes, which brings this round to an end. Who'd have thought that you were all so eager to kill each other?
Well, still can't believe I just followed myself. Oh,
Well, who am I to argue? Give the people what they want, right?
right.
Let's get straight to the results.
Kate on Shizuka, not on Molly, that's good. So, yeah, I'm technically one of the killers.
Really? I lost,
You're not the best gamer anymore.
but I don't lose.
You do now.
Well, sorry to break it to you, but you did this time, sweetheart.
Pretty much.
No! I don't lose!
Let's not throw a temper tantrum. Shizuka started getting extremely aggressive.
Whoa, check out the gamer rage over here.
Pretty much.
You must have cheated!
At a game of random luck. What?
This is absolute BS!
Yes, that's kind of how the death situations go.
What a surprise. Shizuka's a sore loser.
I mean, she literally abandoned a dimension just because of I don't know why.
Who attacked me? Huh? Who attacked me?
I did.
Like my weight, that information is a secret.
Aren't you made out of light? Dai to Shizuka.
Let's see what you're playing for tonight, Shizuka, and spin the wheel.
Dai protected the image of her death wheel and give it a spin.
Ooh, this is a highly sought after prize. Congrats, Shizuka! You've just won an all expenses paid trip to the freezer!
I mean, she does need to cool off.
Like hell I have!
Don't make me remind you what happens if you don't cooperate.
See if I care!
Well, yeah. Dai turned to the rest of us, still stunned at the current location.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but I'm going to need some assistance in awarding Shizuka her fabulous holiday. She appears to be a bit shy, but we need to see her off otherwise.
I doubt Katashi's gonna help us. Ship oxygen levels decreasing.
I'm sorry, Shizuka, but you're going to have to cooperate, or we will be forced to make you.
Shizuka looked fiercely at the captain for a moment before relenting.
Good game. Well played, guys.
Nope, not really.
I'm sorry, Shizuka.
Nope.
I've never been the best at team games.
This isn't a team game though, this game was random luck.
Alrighty, now that we've all cooled down, it's time we headed towards the kitchen so that Shizuka can cool off, so to speak.
Dai, you stole my joke.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
No, this isn't.
Yeah, Dai, you're hilarious.
Yeah, Dai. We all started away from the outside of the dining hall to the kitchen. In just a few moments, everyone it just took a few minutes for everyone to trickle in.
Where's Yoshiki?
Oh no.
Did he seriously just get lost between the dining room and here? I swear, there's something wrong with that
He's
kid.
trying to eat a cheat, isn't he?
Either way, we can begin.
Dai was standing in front of me. Dai was standing in front of the walk-in freezer and held food kept in storage.
Okay, in you go, Shizuka.
Thanks for the game, guys. I guess I'll see you on the other side. Probably sooner rather than later.
That's cruel. Just as Shizuka was starting to enter the freezer, Yoshiki appeared.
Oh, there you are. What was the holdup?
Don't say you're gonna do something stupid.
I just had to swing by your room and grab this for you.
Yoshiki handed over what appeared to be some kind of handheld console.
Huh. Thanks, Yoshiki.
What's a waste of a handheld?
I thought it might make your vacation a little less boring.
Shizuka smiled and headed into the freezer, and the door sealed shut behind her. The last I saw of her, she was staring intently at the screen on her helmet. Well, I guess that's a way to distract herself.
Now, freezing to death can take forever and is quite painful. As much as I'd like to sit here and watch all that, however, I'm a busy lady, so let's speed things up a bit.
So is she technically getting like cryo frozen? Could we like save her? Snap freeze sequence initiated. Di glanced at a watch, and she has a watch? I think she just looks at her wrist. And I tapped her foot impatiently. Snap freezing process complete.
Ah, awesome! Right on time. Katashi, could you please do the honors?
So what's the next CG?
And?
And open the door, silly! I want to see Shizuka as a refreshing summer treat.
Katashi moved to open the freezer door. Why are you lying down? Like, fair enough if you were just sitting down or standing up. Well, maybe not standing up, because then you would fall, and if you'd probably shatter. The door slowly swung open. There lay Shizuka, frozen solid. To my amazement, the handheld still worked. The flashing lights and from the small display reflected off her glassy, lifeless eyes. Shards of ice formed on her cheek and her chin, where tears had rolled down her now pale and brittle skin. Her face was slightly contorted in a look of displeasure, as though she'd just lost the game moments before she'd lost her life. She did. That's the point. Why are we playing as an idiot? Why is everyone here an idiot? Except Yoshiki, he's like intentionally lighthearted. Still, this means if we ever get the vampire again...
This completes round 3 of the deletion game. Congrats to everyone who's still here. You've all done super well. Well, it's time that you all rested up. After all, another round is coming your way soon.
If fanfic children for the vampires, we won't have anyone to stop us this time.
You're all free, my pretties. Flee! Flee!
So I'm assuming Katashi and Vladimir's turn to be the vampires, right? Because we've had us, the captain, both the twins. It could be Yoshiki, I guess, as well. Depends on who dies next, right? Di flapped her arms, running in circles around before disappearing.
Everyone is dismissed. Nicholas, Katashi, would you please transport Shizuka to the medical bay?
Put her in, I was going to say the microwave, and heat her up, see if that would bring her back to life.
Of course. I'm on it.
Yeah.
Thank you. As for everyone else, please try to rest as best you can.
With those words, the crew started to disperse. Honestly, all I'm learning is that Yoshiki's kind of important. Without him, we basically, the captain and Shizuka both go into weird directions. Back in my quarters, I found myself laying on a bed wide awake. With the gruesome sight of Shizuka's frozen corpse, it's still fresh in my mind. It's not... fresh is not a smart move to phrase it as. I sincerely hoped that Shizuka's handheld had given her some small measure of comfort in her final moments. See, this is why we need Yoshiki around. Is Yoshiki the mastermind? Interesting that they've showed up for the title screen. I guess that means they're both gonna either be the vampires or be possible deaths. I remembered feeling cold in the night, pulling my blankets tighter around me as I tossed and turned. When I woke up, I felt abnormally chill. I could see Shizuka in my mind, her solemn face as she went into the freezer, and afterwards her expression frozen in place, just like the rest of her. The images stayed with me until I got dressed, and I knew I needed to put my mind somewhere else. I should find something useful to do, or someone to talk to. I had to take my mind off the snap freeze. At least it was a quick thought. I thought. I looked at my tablet to see where the rest of the crew was. Most of them were in their own quarters. They might still be sleeping, but Katashi and Yoshiki were both in Eco Lounge. Maybe helping out the planting or harvesting would distract me enough to thinking about the freezer. I arrived at the Eagle Lounge and went inside. I couldn't see anyone first, but I took a bit of exploration before I saw that Yoshiki and Katashi were together harvesting strawberries. Oh, he looks sad. Katashi looks sad now. That's not... well, makes sense. Shizuka was the closest person. Hey guys, how's the harvest? Need any help? Yoshiki was smiling as usual.
There are so many strawberries. The more hands, the better.
Don't eat any.
I can manage on my own.
Right, well, he's got some... he's gonna end up punching us, I bet.
But you don't have to. We are here to help.
Absolutely. I got down on my knees in front of the plant the others hadn't gone to yet. It was a good yield. The plant was flourishing with heavy strawberries. This is good news, right? Strawberries are your favorite, aren't they, Katashi?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, then. Yoshiki, you know how to deal with people and make them happy.
I love them. I want to eat them right now. They're so juicy looking.
Don't eat them right now. Yoshiki restrained himself from eating the strawberries straight from the stem, which, guessing by his face, was quite difficult for him.
Maybe you can make something a bit fancy with them. Oh, maybe a tart, or a...
Don't make him make food. Yoshiki trailed off, but as he realized Katashi was not responding, he was focused on carefully removing each of the strawberries without damaging the fruit or the plant. He was slow and meticulous about it. Well, I'm here to help. These strawberries will rue the day they decided to grow without my picking range.
See,
within.
You're here, and we have strawberries. Things are already starting to look up.
That's not... no.
Look up? Look up? What is wrong with you? Don't you even care?
Katashi stood up, knocking over the basket full of strawberries.
I'm sorry,
I can't do this.
Yep. Katashi stormed away, heading towards the door without looking back at us.
I didn't mean to upset him further.
Yeah, I know, but we're gonna have to talk to him. We're gonna have to try and get it out. You had good intentions, we know that.
I was just trying to stay positive, to make him feel better.
Yeah, but in order to feel better, sometimes people have to feel what they're feeling. And sometimes that might make them feel worse for a bit. Clearly it hadn't worked, but that wasn't Yoshiki's fault. It's not. Follow Katashi and try your best to cheer him up. I'll give it a try. Oh, I'm gonna save. I'll give it a try, Yoshiki, don't worry. I'll talk to him, don't worry. We were just trying to help. I checked on the tablet and saw that Katashi was heading towards the kitchen. It made sense. It was where he worked and was probably more comfortable, safe place for him. I hurried out of the Eco Lounge and followed him, double checking his location as I went. I found him just before we got to the kitchen. Wait, Katashi, stop.
What?
Talk about it. I just want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, I'm super great.
Stop with the attitude, talk it out. His sarcasm could do some work, but now wasn't the time to find it out. Katashi turned back to me and went to the kitchen. Yoshiki was just trying to stay positive, he didn't mean to.
Go away,
Nope.
kid.
You're gonna have to beat me up. I wasn't about to give up that easily. I followed him to the kitchen and decided to give it another shot. Yeah, it is our fault. He stopped, still for a moment, before turning to face me again. His face was red and his eyes glassy and swollen. He was obviously trying not to cry and only just managed to hold together.
I don't know how everyone is just acting like it's a normal day. Doing laundry, eating breakfast, and harvesting fruit like everything's just normal. Like everything's okay.
Honestly, I thought we'd be saying that we voted for number 8, which apparently was directly her number.
It's not okay.
Yeah, we know that. I know it's not. Everyone knows that.
Don't you think it's wrong to pretend like nothing happened? Like she's not dead?
Well, we're not pretending she's not. We're just... Oh, also I just realized that's the second navigator we've lost. No, we're not pretending she's not. We're just trying to make it easier for ourselves. People, they all grieve and handle situations differently. Many just like to do whatever they can to make themselves feel better.
They shouldn't feel better. None of us should.
Okay, and so what about Tora? What about the Vogels' parent? I believe it's the father.
How can we just move on when Shizuka's dead? Shizuka. She was the sweetest, most naive.
Naive? Naive's different. Yoshiki's naive. She was stupid. He took a deep breath, still trying to avoid crying. I got the feeling he wasn't a crying sort of guy, but if there was never excuse to drop the strong manly act, and start bawling, this was it. He just breathed his way through it.
She was always so hungry. I guess you didn't really know her.
Why don't you tell us about her? Tell me, yeah, exactly. Tell me about her.
She was relatively quiet, unless you got her alone and started talking about something she actually liked.
Then she must have liked everything. Kitashi he had a quiet chuckle to himself upon reflection.
But she was the worst with feelings. She either didn't get it, or didn't know how to express herself properly.
No, she's just stupid. I'm sorry for calling her stupid, but like, based on the previous timeline, she barged into her private quarters and then just stole her bed. That's not expressing it. That's literally just not even communication.
One year, the captain made her a unicorn backpack for her birthday because of a game she plays. When the captain gave it to her, she said absolutely nothing. Just stared blankly at the bag.
I mean, she wore it every day, like every time we've seen her. Clearly, she liked it.
She just took the bag and went to her quarters in silence and hugged it for hours. And since then, she was inseparable from the bag. Still never said thank you to the captain.
That doesn't mean she didn't like it, though. Like, there's nothing wrong about that. I'm sure the captain knows. Shizuko's nice. I liked her. Wish I'd gotten to know her properly. No. I mean, sort of.
She liked you.
Pardon? Tell me about it. But tell me more about her being hungry. Kitashi smiled warmly.
When we were just little kids, I used to sneak her some of my food portion without her knowing. I used to think it would make her grow up bigger and taller.
Well, she clearly did not do that. I don't think it worked. She was still the shortest member of the crew.
Well,
Oops. Pretty much, I don't know what that was. There's not really a rollback. That's unfortunate. Oh, there is.
well, we know that now. That is how you do science, isn't it?
Yeah, they're pretty much experimentation at its finest. Keep trying and you'll work it out.
Shizuka said that's how you win a game, too. Play it over and over, trying different approaches until you figure out which is the best way to win.
Pretty much. Because that's definitely how I like to play games. I'll just try the same plan over and over until I see something different. That sounds like a good strategy.
Shizuka was all strategy. I can't believe she lost, kid.
It was a game
It isn't fair.
of luck. There was no strategy about it.
She deserved to win.
No, she didn't. I was about to ask more about Shizuka clearly talking about her made Kitashi happy. Before I could say anything, Dai's voice was booming through the corridor at aching volume.
Yahoo! Everyone's favorite AI system is here. My, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? It would be such a shame if someone were to mention the deletion game.
So this is bidding. It's going to be bidding wars again. I'm going to assume it's going to be. I feel like it's going to. I'm tempted to say it's going to be us, Nicholas, Kitashi, and Yoshiki. Dai let loose her maniacal laugh.
Sorry, lost my composure for a moment there. Now then, could I please have all crew members report to the dining hall immediately for the weekly briefing? That's all for now.
Oh, well, we're right next door. Hold on, what happened? I lost. What happened to the? There's a timeline that I feel like we just skipped over. This just hit me for some reason. Anyway.
Seriously though, hurry up! I'm not going to wait here all day.
We don't expect you to do that. Great. Kitashi sighed as his posture stopped.
I guess we better go.
Don't worry. Kitashi, just remember, no matter who wins and who loses the game, it's Dai who's the problem, not each other.
You're right. Okay. Let's go find out what good times lie ahead of us.
Okay, then. Cool. All that his sarcasm clearly improves. His sarcasm clearly improves with his mood. Come on, Yoshiki, where are you? We entered the room. We were greeted by an overly excited Dai.
Welcome, welcome. Please, everyone, take your seats. The show is about to begin, and I must say I am quite excited about this one.
I made my way to the table and took the empty seat next to the captain. Dai was excitedly moving around the room, pretending to do a head count.
Okay, good. Everyone is sitting.
Then what if we started standing?
Get on with it, Dai.
Didn't your mother ever teach you that patience is a virtue?
Nope. The captain looked at Dai intensely.
Oh, that's right. She probably wasn't around long enough to teach you much.
I didn't think about that when I said nope.
Such a shame.
I could see the captain becoming enraged by Dai's words, but she remained composed.
All right, I can't hold in the excitement any longer.
Tell us about the bidding wars.
Welcome to round 4 of the deletion game, Bidding Wars.
Hooray!
I have noticed a certain lack of, what's the word?
Teamwork.
Teamwork.
Yay!
So I have specifically designed this game to help us grow as a crew, but more importantly, as a family. We have to work as a team and trust one another if we are to get through this together.
I suppose so.
Cut the crap, Dai. One of us will die. Teamwork is not on the cards.
That's true. Well, who's gonna break the rules this time? Is it gonna be us and Yoshiki?
Well, it is now, 'cause I said so.
Will we get Melody on our team at one point?
If you would all please turn your attention to your tablet devices, I have made you a short video on the rules.
And we're skipping the rules.
So the game will be played, and the bidding wars end on Sunday, a week from now. This is pretty exciting, right?
Sure.
Now, would you like me to explain the rules again myself, or just skip straight to...
Skipping to the fun.
Okie dokie. I have split you into 2 teams, boys versus girls, just for funsies.
But there's Melody, Captain, Beatrix. I'm gonna guess Yoshiki.
Team A is
Oh,
Nicholas, Katashi, and Yoshiki.
boys! Hooray! Okay, then, cool. So that means it's Vladimir with
Team B is Beatrix, Kimiko, Melody, and... Because I'm not the monster you all want to paint me as, Vladimir.
Wait, Vladimir's a woman?
What? No?
This could be... Okay, right.
For this game and for my theme to work, Vladimir is an honorary lady. Congratulations!
That's gonna be funny for Melody.
Now remember, no talking to the enemy at all, or else.
We've got the chef, one medical officer, the engineer, and whatever we're supposed to be, which is just a researcher apparently. Dai left her throat hanging in the air before putting up her fake chirpy cute voice.
I need to allocate the captains, but in private.
Are we staying here?
Bye-bye, Team B. You go outside now.
That's a yes.
Bye-bye. Farewell. Take care.
Team B got up from their chairs and shuffled solemnly into the corridor
Now that they're gone, we can get down to business.
to defeat the Huns.
Unless you would rather spend some quality time with dear old Dai.
I mean, sort of. Gotta learn more about you.
Can we just get on with it, please?
Didn't think so. You know, I too wish I was on a team.
You can be an honorary man.
Thank you, Yoshiki.
If the captain was here, she would slap you. I almost wish she was.
Why would... What? Why would... No. Why would the captain slap Yoshiki? Yoshiki shrunk back at her full comment.
We need to assign you a team captain.
Anyway.
Do we just pick someone?
No, of course not. Where's the fun in that?
I mean, it's pretty smart.
On your tablets, I've preloaded 4 cards. You can each choose one, and the one that reveals a bunny, that winner gets to be the captain.
Okay, so first card was 3, second card was 2, so it's going to be 1 and 4, is it going to be back to 2 and 3?
Couldn't you just change the cards if you wanted to pick who's captain?
Why would I do that? Otherwise, I would just pick whoever I want anyway.
That's a good point. So it's just pure luck.
Yep. Now come on, kids. Mama Dai still needs to see Team B.
Okay.
I'll go last then. It's all luck anyway.
Fair enough, Yoshiki. I guess I'll go third. I'll go second to last then. Nice.
Then I'll choose first, and Katashi second.
Got any problems with that, Katashi?
Sure, whatever.
Fair enough.
Alright. I choose card 3.
Cool.
I guess I'll take one.
2 or 4. Let's go. Well, I think no matter what, we're going to end up thinking so 4. That means we can have different cards each time.
And the winner is...
Hooray!
Congratulations on becoming team captain.
So now can we go and strategize?
Hooray!
Oh, so keen. I like that about you, Nick. I'm gonna start calling you Nick.
That's... So you've shorted from Nicholas to Nikki to now Nick.
No, wait. Maybe Nikki.
Isn't what? Okay. Let's go somewhere to talk about this team.
Off you go now. Mama Di is ready for her next appointment.
Oh, I'm confused about a lot of this at this current moment, even though I've played through 4 timelines at this point, technically. On our way out, we passed Team B, still waiting for in the hallway for Di to let them back in. I wondered who that team captain would be. Beatrix was clever but untrustworthy. Kimiko was the actual captain of the ship. Those leadership skills would help. What if Melody was the team captain? What would they do then? If we all followed Nicholas to the Eco Lounge and we could sit and talk strategy.
Initial thoughts about the game?
I think we'll save the thoughts until the next episode. Thank you for stopping around, and hopefully I can see you on the next one. With that, goodbye.